Hello friends, welcome to Infinity for All. Today we will see theorem number 4 in the topic of line integrals. First we will see what is the theorem about, and then we will see how the question can be asked in the exam. So let us see the theorem first. Theorem number 4 says that define line integral of a vector field capital F on an open set U in Rn along oriented curve gamma in U. If gamma and gamma dash are two orientedly equivalent curves in capital U, then show that line integral of capital F over gamma is equal to line integral of capital F over gamma dash. So this is what we have to define and prove. Let us see how the question can be asked in the exam. Question says, when do you say that two parameterized curves in Rn are orientedly equivalent? This is the first part. Second part says, define line integral of a vector field capital F on an open set U in Rn along oriented curve gamma in capital U. A third part says, if gamma and gamma dash are two orientedly equivalent curves in capital U, then show that line integral of capital F over gamma is equal to line integral of capital F over gamma dash. So firstly we have to give conditions for two parameterized curves to be orientedly equivalent. The second part, we have to define line integral of vector field F on an open set in U, where the curve gamma is oriented or orientedly parameterized, whatever. If gamma and gamma dash are two orientedly equivalent curves in U, then we have to show the following. Let us see the conditions for curves to be orientedly equivalent. So these are the same conditions that are for two parameterized curves to be equivalent. So alpha and beta will be two parameterized curves. The 3 h is a function from CD to AB such that h is differentiable, h dash exists and non-zero on CD, and range of h is interval AB, and beta will be alpha composite h. So let us see second part, that is definition of line integral of a vector field. Let U be an open subset of Rn. Let F from U to Rn be a continuously differentiable vector field. Let gamma be a continuous path in U or a curve in U, and alpha from AB to U subset Rn be a smooth parameterization of gamma. Now smooth means continuously differentiable. Then the line integral of capital F along gamma is defined as line integral of F over curve gamma d alpha is equal to integration a to b inner product of f of alpha of t comma alpha dash of t dt. Earlier it was norm of alpha dash of t, but here it is inner product of f of alpha of t and alpha dash of t. So now let us see how we can show that the two line integrals are equivalent. So firstly, suppose alpha and beta are equivalent orientation preserving. Now orientedly equivalent or orientation equivalent orientation preserving, it means the same. For scalar field there is no direction considered, but for vector field direction is considered. That is why earlier it was equivalently parameterized, but here it is orientedly equivalent parameterized curves, because here vector field direction is also considered. So since they are equivalent, one of the condition for equivalent parameterized or orientedly equivalent parameterized curves is h dash is greater than 0, that is non-zero, but here we have to consider greater than 0 on the interval CD. So let us consider first tan integral of f over gamma with respect to beta. So tan integral of f over gamma d beta let us write the formula. That is equal to integration c to d inner product of f of beta of t comma beta dash of t dt. But according to the orientedly equivalent parameterization conditions, beta is equal to alpha composite h. So beta of t is equal to alpha composite h of t. So that can be rewritten as alpha of h of t. Let us take the derivative. So beta dash of t is equal to chain rule alpha dash of h of t into alpha dash of t dt, or we'll just write it, there's no need of dt. Then let us substitute whatever we have found out. So integration, left hand side remains the same, right hand side changes to integration c to d inner product f of alpha of beta. F of beta of t is written as f of alpha of h of t according to what we have found out. So f of alpha of h of t. Be careful with the brackets. See to it that you have closed all the brackets that have been opened. So instead of comma, beta dash of t is alpha dash of h of t alpha dash of t, sorry, h dash of t. So instead of beta of t it is alpha of h of t, and instead of beta dash of t it is alpha dash h of t h dash of t. The inner product remains as it is and dt. Now let us remove h dash of t outside the inner product. Since h dash is positive, we'll just get an positive outcome. So the rest of the term remains the same, that is inner product f of alpha of h of t comma, now here alpha dash of h of t remains inside whereas h dash of t is taken outside. So alpha dash of h of t inner product complete h dash of t into dt. Now the reason is since h goes from CD to AB. Now this is the definition of the function that has been introduced for orientedly equivalent parameterizations. So now let us rewrite, that is integration c to d inner product of f of alpha of h of t into alpha dash of h of t inner product complete h dash of t dt. Further, let us use substitution. So put v is equal to h of t. This is what we have done earlier also. The same method is used. Since v is equal to h of t, derivative of the equation becomes dv is equal to h dash of t dt. So since substitution is used, limits are also changed. So when t is equal to c, v is equal to h of c. When t is equal to d, v is equal to h of d. But h is a function from interval cd to interval ab. So we will find the values of h of c and h of d. Therefore h of c is equal to a and h of d is equal to b. Now the reason for this is since h dash is greater than 0, this is what we have considered first. So h dash is greater than 0 and h is strictly increasing because derivative is considered as positive, so h is strictly increasing. So let us replace whatever values we have used for substitution is equal to integration c to d, but here instead of c, left hand side remains as it is, that is line integral of f d beta over gamma is equal to, now instead of c we will have to put h of c, that is a, so a, and instead of d we will have to put h of d, that is b. So integration a to b inner product f of alpha of, instead of h of t we are putting v, so f of alpha of v into or comma alpha dash of h of t is replaced with u. So alpha dash of is replaced with v. So alpha dash of v, inner product complete, and the outer term is replaced with dv. Since the value of h of t dt is dv. What is this? This is the formula for line integral of vector field over gamma with respect to alpha. But here we are considering two different continuous paths. That is, with beta we will consider as gamma dash, and with alpha we will consider as gamma only. So f of d alpha, we can rewrite it as line integral gamma dash f is equal to line integral gamma capital F. No need of d alpha again. So this is what we had to prove, that both the line integrals are equivalent, hence proved. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, share, subscribe, and surely comment. Your feedback is valuable. If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notification of every new video uploaded. Thank you once again for watching.